Haley from OneOnRabbits.com, and today I'm going to be doing an update on Mocha. So if you guys follow me on my social media, you will know that Mocha has been seeing the vet recently for an eye problem. So I went into detail on Instagram and Facebook and all that on what was kind of going on, but a lot of people wanted to see a video about it so that I could explain it a little better, because sometimes typing out everything does take a lot of time. So I'm sort of going to start at the beginning. If you guys have followed me for a while, you may remember that Mocha went to see the vet in June of 2014, I believe, to have his teeth trimmed. I took him down to my old vet in a different town, which is a 2.5-hour drive there and a 2.5-hour drive back. And so I took him down there because I thought maybe his teeth needed to be trimmed, because at that time he was about 5 years old and he was having a runny eye issue. So I did take Mocha to a couple of vets in my town before taking him down to the vet far away. And I think 2 vets in my area. One vet told me that Mocha needed to chew more sticks. I'm like, how is that going to help his eyes? Like, I don't know. She really didn't know what she was talking about. She thought that the sticks would help with his teeth if he had a teeth problem. But if she actually knew rabbits, she would know that chewing on sticks do not grind the molars down. Only hay can do that. And a lot of times rabbits have teeth problems, and hay just doesn't help with that, so they need to have them filed down. So anyways, she didn't know what she was talking about, so I think I saw another vet as well who just kind of told me he's gonna have to deal with it and live with runny eyes the rest of his life because she didn't know what was wrong. So I went down to that vet and she examined him and just kind of did a normal exam on him, and then she did go ahead and look at his teeth. She said from the exam she did not see any issues, and she did not think that she could not tell that there was anything wrong with his teeth. But to tell for sure if rabbits have spurs on their molars, you have to put them under anesthesia and then open them up and like look at their teeth. So she was like, I will not know for sure until we put him under. I decided to do that because we had traveled so far already, and I was like, you know what, if his teeth need to be done, I should do it now. I was a complete mess. I was terrified that he was gonna die, but he didn't. He made it through, but the vet kind of pretty much told me that his teeth really weren't that bad. Like, she kind of filed some stuff down while she was in there because he was already put out, but she's like, they weren't bad at all. So I took him home and his eyes never got better. They were still runny. So at that point I was just like, maybe he's gonna live with this the rest of his life. Like, some rabbits, especially lop breeds, have messed up problems in their respiratory system because lops were bred to have the smushed faces. So I was like, maybe he's just gonna live this way forever. So then for the past month I noticed Mocha's eyes getting like way worse. Normally they were always red and they would tear up and stuff, but a lot of the times Lulu licked it off and it was fine, but for some reason I just kept coming in the bunny room and he'd always have streams of just runny eyes just all over his face and all over his cheeks. And he was also not using his eyes at all. He would walk around the cage with his eyes closed. He barely ever opened them. Whenever he was eating or resting, they were always closed. And so that really concerned me because he wasn't using his eyes at all anymore, and they were extremely runny. Now, he would open them, like if he was scared, or if I picked him up to look at him, he would open his eyes because of course he's like, what are you doing? But obviously his eyes were not, it wasn't comfortable for him to open them. So that really concerned me, and I was like, I think he needs to go back to the vet. At this point I didn't know what was wrong, and I kind of thought, well, maybe it is his teeth and he needs them trimmed. So I decided to take him back to the vet that was far away because she's the closest rabbit vet, the closest vet who's trained in exotic animals. So I took the drive back there on March 29th, which was a Tuesday, and that is when I had him checked over. We had scheduled a 1-hour appointment for him because we thought his teeth were going to have to be trimmed, but we got there and we found out she kind of just looked him over and stuff, and she was like, you know, I really don't think it's his teeth, because last time trimming his teeth didn't help the problem. So Mocha had been on some antibiotics from a vet in my area to see if that would help with his eyes, but it didn't. So she decided to put him on some topical antibiotic, which is like you put it directly on the eye instead of just like ingesting it. So I was kind of wary of it. I was like, well, I don't really think that's gonna work, but she really thought that might help. So I was like, okay, let's try that. And then she sent us home with some topical eye cream and also some instructions. So on Mocha's receipt, it does have like a little typed out thing that the doctor typed for me. Pretty much the vet just told me that he had they call it conjunctivitis. I think it just means like inflamed eyes, very red. And that's why she gave me the cream, to see if that would help with it. She says if this cream does not help, she wants me to bring him back and have his tear ducts flushed, because that can also cause runny eyes, and then she will look at his teeth while he's under for that. But I could also choose to go to a vet down in Madison, Wisconsin, which is like a 4-hour drive there and a 4-hour drive back, so I really don't want to go. But they have the equipment to have an MRI done on his head so that they know exactly what the issue is, if it's his teeth or if it's his eyes. So after talking about all of that, he actually has been doing very well since coming back from the vet. I feel like he has more energy and his eyes are not as inflamed. They don't even look that red anymore. They look very pink, which is very unnormal for it's very unnormal for him, because for the past 2 years he's had red eyes, and so it look like he just looks different because his eyes are pink now. And so I think that's really good. And when I say red, I mean like around his eyes, not his actual eyeball. But yeah, so I'm very excited with the progress he has had. I do have a little bit of concern because he is not eating as normally. But neither is Ebony or Lulu. They're all kind of not really eating when they're supposed to. I'll give them their veggies and they'll all just kind of like look at me like, I'm not gonna eat that, or they'll only like pick at it and then eat it throughout the day. Like they eventually eat it all, but it used to be where they would go and like attack the food and just eat it all at once, and now they just like pick at it throughout the day. So I don't know if they just aren't eating as much because they're older. Mocha and Lulu are gonna be 7 in May, which is I mean, they are senior rabbits already, so that could be why. They also sleep a lot more, so maybe they're not burning as many calories. But Lulu tends to eat fairly well still, so I think she's completely fine. It's just Mocha is not eating as much, so I'm wondering, it's possible he still has a teeth problem. And then Ebony, she isn't really eating her veggies either, and I don't know if it's more of a fear problem, like she's afraid to eat in front of the other rabbits. I don't know. So they're all still eating, but they're just eating differently than before, so it does make me nervous. But for right now, I really don't want to put Mocha under to get his teeth trimmed unless I really think that's the issue. And right now I just don't have any other symptoms to believe that is the issue. So I might talk to my vet and see what she thinks, but as of right now, I really think this medication is helping. So I am going to show you the medication. So this is the medication that they gave me. It's called like erythromycin or something, and it's just like a topical eye ointment to put on his eye. It's a tiny bottle, and so far I think it's been working. And so yeah, I really hope this is the answer, because this has been an issue for 2 years now, and I really just want him to be healthy and happy again. So I mean, he seems extremely happy. He always has been. He's a very content rabbit, but I guess I just really want him to have the most enjoyable life he can, and closing your eyes constantly isn't very exciting. But I do have another update for you guys. Mocha actually does have some cataracts. I found that out actually like last year or something. But Mocha and Lulu both have cataracts in their eyes. So the vet, this vet was not necessarily an extremely exotic trained vet, so I kind of trust her but kind of don't. So she pretty much told me that he has cataracts in his eyes, and eventually if he lives long enough he may go blind. I don't think he is going to go blind anytime soon, but I also don't know how bad his cataracts are. I don't know how much he can see right now, if he's just seeing shapes or if he has very good vision. So I don't think Lulu's cataracts are as bad, and also she did mention because of their age it's possible they could eventually develop some arthritis, and as of right now they have no signs or any symptoms of arthritis, but I mean, they're still running up and down the ramp, jumping up on things and stuff. But she says eventually if they do develop arthritis, or if Mocha becomes blind, I may have to change the cage around a little bit, just because arthritis would be really hard for them to jump up and down from onto the floor and stuff. So I probably just wouldn't give them, maybe I would just lower the ramp so that it leads to the floor instead of jumping up. I don't really know. But hopefully that won't happen anytime soon. They all seem extremely active still and healthy, but that is some concerns that they did mention at their last checkup. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed and didn't find it too boring. Please follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter and my Facebook to keep up to date with all the bunnies and all their health and everything like that. You can also follow me on my personal YouTube channel and my personal Instagram account to just figure out what's up in my personal life. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope to have another video out very soon for you guys. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to leave any comments down below. I love reading your comments. I try to respond to as many as I can. But comments are what keep me going and what keep me motivated. So please leave comments. And if you've never left a comment on one of my videos before, make this video the first time you've ever commented. And let me know if it's the first time, because I really want to talk to you guys and get to know you. The people who comment regularly, I recognize their names, I recognize who they are kind of, so it's really cool to get to sort of get to know you guys through the comment section. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I shall see you guys soon on a new video. Bye!